So, in 1984, there's a section, basically a dictionary or index for all of the words inside the book, written in plain English, suggesting that far in the future, after the place in which the book is supposed to take place, there is this journal taken of this true story and turned into the book in 1984. So, Fox evidently made I don't know if it's a movie or a TV series based off the Passage book by Cronin.
Mm-hmm.
And so the book has a similar thing where there's a diary. The book's material comes from a diary of a person long in the future. And about 1,000 years after the first events of the book. And 1,000 years later, we reach into the diary with the journal, and it leaves an open ending. So it is not known. So there's a story, and then there's the last little bit of the journal so no longer the story part of the journal, but the part of the journal of a long descendant, of a far descendant. And we end with her hearing gunshots outside of base, one of the colonies. So the Passage book is basically a post-apocalyptic vampire virus world.
How is this? So the only comparison to 1984 is just the fact that it has it's taken place.
It's taken place before the present. The present being long in the future after the.
And it's them looking back. It's a flashback.
Yes, sure.
Both books are flashbacks.
Yes.
Okay, and that's why it reminded you of the other book.
Flashback, more history diaries.
And that's the reason why the book reminded you of 1984.
Yes.
I see. Okay. So, even though this will be a spoiler alert, which is what I wanted, did you find out what happens to the little girl? Does she get...
So, in the book, which seems different than the trailer for the show, in the book, the girl is given a modified serum that was adapted.
So she does get caught, then, in the book. In the book, she gets caught.
But because she's young, the virus and her immune system learn to work together.
Mm-hmm.
And so unlike the virals, as they're called, like them, she has large amounts of strength, psychic abilities, and fast healing abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike them, she is not a vampire. Eventually, during the story, more people get infected, but they are treated with another modified version of serum, which allows one of them to become the first true super soldier, which is the whole idea of the experiment in the first place, to create super soldiers.
The pandemic that they were talking about is that...
So it was an outbreak. So the inmates were being tested with... There was an expedition about bat research, and almost all of them caught a virus that the bats were carrying and died, except for two.
The scientists who were experimenting with the bats caught this virus.
Yes, and only one survived.
Uh-huh.
Two, technically. Only one named. Patient Zero.
Uh-huh.
And so they say, hey, look, this guy survived. He's super strong, super fast, basically immune to everything. Let's make some more. Or let's make some modified versions.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what they do with the inmates. Unfortunately, they didn't exactly know what they were doing, and the inmates used their psychic abilities to control the guards and help them escape.
Mm-hmm.
And so they escaped, and the outbreak spread and spread and spread and spread and spread.
Mm-hmm.
The girl and the FBI agent who originally took her in go and escape off to mountain escape.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, the CIA or the FBI agent dies, or so it seems like he dies, from radiation poisoning from a bomb dropped near there, supposedly to sterilize stuff.
That's how he dies.
Yes, or supposedly dies
After
he helped the girl escape. Then 90 years in the future,
but she eventually gets caught anyways.
right?
He helped her escape, but she gets caught.
No, caught.
Well, how did they give her the serum unless she gets caught?
No, they gave her the serum originally before she escaped.
They had given her the serum before she escaped?
Before the other inmates had escaped as well.
But in the book, in the trailer,
Yeah,
they hadn't given her the trailer. They hadn't given her the syrup
books
yet.
and trailers are different.
Right.
That's why, they're not called the same thing.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see then what the show is.
Yes.
To find out how do they do it differently.
Because this one, 3 years in the future, she still is a 15-year-old girl.
Uh-huh.
And there's a small colony, and then 1,000 years later in the future, the war ends.
War between...
The virals and humans.
But she's not human anymore. She's a viral in a way. She's just a different version of it. Huh?
She's superhuman.
She's a super... So the war between the superhuman and the virals.
Superhumans and virals, sure.
Because all the regular humans die out to become...
No, not all of them.
No. So then there's 3 species, the superhumans, the...
regular humans, and the virals.
And what happens, what is the I mean, do the virals, do they die, or they just become, like, walking vampire zombie-like creatures?
Well, originally while under the hive mind, some of them while under the hive mind influence of one of the inmates, they, once he gets killed, they all collapse and turn to dust. So yeah. So the theory is that the original 12 that infected everybody else, once they die, the rest of them will all die. Which evidently takes them over 1,000 years to do. I guess it is hard to kill off people when there's a whole bunch of people surrounding that person.
Yeah, isn't that the way video games work?
Right.
It's hard to kill off the thing in the center if you have a whole bunch of people surrounding it.
Yeah, that's why you have minions in League of Legends. It's hard to kill you if the enemies are too busy trying to get through your wall of minions.
Right. So is it a movie you think you might want to watch then? Or it isn't? I don't know. It looked a little violent to me.
Yeah.
Maybe we wait and find out what the reviews are on it.
Sure.
Or maybe if we post this video, wait to see people tell us about it and tell us their opinion about it.
Yeah, sounds good. Go watch a movie for us then.
Tell us how it compares to the book.
Yes.
Sounds good. All right, audience.
So go support us on patreon.com/KEE. Even just a few dollars. A little bit of encouragement would be nice.
Or if nothing else, just write a comment and saying what you found out about the book and the movie, and tell us your thoughts and comments so that, because I think it would be more enjoyable to read your comments than it would be to spend hours and hours watching the show. We'd rather just connect with you and hear your opinions and thoughts instead. Okay. Say thanks for listening.
Bye. And as always, Thanks for watching.
Bye.